Hey Nnamdi, how are you today?
I'm doing good. What's up, Abe?
It's great to talk to you. We spoke now, I think 5 years ago about Sylvie's Love,
Oh,
which I'm
yes.
sure you don't remember since that's, many lifetimes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and I had a chance to see The Knife at Tribeca last year, and I've actually talked to Asia twice since its release. And the last time I was like, "What's happening? What's going on?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "Nnamdi knows. He's not telling us. He's not telling us." And so I'm glad that now we are having the chance to talk about it, and it's coming out into the world.
Yes, I'm glad too. Yeah, that's great.
So this film is very immersive, very intense, and I'm really wondering where it came from because especially you teaming up with Mark Duplass, this isn't necessarily the product I would have expected.
Yeah, no. So Mark sent the project over. He basically was like, "Hey, I'm a fan of your work. I'd love for you to just be the lead of this film that I'm doing." Then I said yes, and we got into it. And he basically said, "Can you help enhance the character?" I went back in. I was trying to enhance the character. He loved everything I was doing. And it was like, can you just start from the top of the script and write the script in the way that you see it? And it was almost like just taking over the writing process, which Mark is such he's obviously a phenomenal filmmaker. I wouldn't have expected him to just say, "It's yours. Let me see what you can write." And he fell in love with what I wrote. And, we went for a little bit of time trying to find a director and we thought about it and it was just like, we'll be here all day. Why just you direct it. You wrote it, why don't you direct it? And, then I took off directing. But I never came into it like, oh, I'm directing this project. I actually thought he was gonna direct it. It fell into place and I'm grateful for that.
There's a lot of interesting moral ambiguity just in terms of, what happens. And obviously, I don't want to talk too much about the content for those who haven't seen it, but did you want to have people come out, everybody sort of come out with a different understanding of how they should feel about this?
No doubt. No doubt. I saw a movie, maybe it was a year or two, I can't remember what it came out, called Anatomy of a Fall. And I remember my feeling after coming out of that movie and being like, well, I'm not sure anymore. I don't know what happened, and I'll talk to other people that were very clear on what happened. And it was just the conversation that I loved. I loved that aspect, and I love that aspect of movies. I also love films that just end, and it's like that's a clear ending. It was a love story. Oh, they've moved on, and it's beautiful. Or, oh, it was But when there's a conversation that's very deep for me, and I love that. And so, in doing this film to me, it was clear, like by the end of it, I want there to be a conversation. There is no clean. Anytime you're in a situation like this, I want to make this entertaining. I'd love to make it thrilling. I want to make it tense as possible. It's a movie. Get your popcorn. But at the end of it, this movie's gonna live on because you're gonna keep talking about it. I mean, that's how it's gonna have its legs.
I don't know that I'd recommend people getting popcorn for this. I feel like you're going to feel really bad for like you
The
buy it and then it's like
popcorn's
you're
gonna
stuck with
like,
it.
yeah,
You know,
that's right. Maybe don't get popcorn. Get
not even from fear, just like disrespect. It's like these people are going. You're just sitting there eating popcorn. These people are
yes.
living this harrowing, harrowing night, and you're just
I
eating.
shouldn't
It's
be
not
enjoying
respectful.
it. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, I did appreciate. I saw it at the Village East Cinema in like one of the smaller theaters, which I think was appropriately, claustrophobic, not like a big normal theater. And I think that was not what I would always recommend. Like seeing something, I feel like was actually very fitting for this movie.
Yes, yeah, yeah. I get that. I mean, our goal, obviously, we wanted it to be in theaters, but when you finish a film, even especially in today's market, it's likely not going to theaters. And so, but in shooting on 35 millimeter, myself and my DP, Alejandro Mejia, our goal was, oh, it's got to be on screens, it's got to be in theaters. And so, yeah, I'm just grateful that we actually get to show it in theaters because that's not the way independent film has been going lately.
I also know that after Tribeca, you've gone to other places, including France. And I'm really curious how this felt like. Did it play very differently with the non-American audience?
It did play very differently in that the audiences weren't as verbal, so you couldn't look and see that they were following, but every single I mean, we won like one of the highest awards at the Deauville Film Festival. Like every single audience was, standing up, cheering. This is they're telling me about it. So it actually works very well with the French audience. And that's I appreciate that from them.
Was anybody frustrated by the fact that they're left to take away, what they want to feel about the film, that you're not giving it to them?
I think early on, and this is the thing as a filmmaker, you really have to decide what type of film you're trying to make. And you have to decide whose film you're making. Are you making it for yourself? Are you making it for the audience? Are you making it for you got to figure that out because when you finish making a film and you go to like either test it or you want to sort of get notes, you're going to get stuff back. And I did get people that were saying, no, but what happened? No, but I need a clear-cut ending. I can't. Now you're going to have me thinking about this for the next 3 months, trying to figure out. And I'm like, that's exactly my point. That's what I'm going. Bam, you got it. You figured it out. You know what I mean? So. I have had that, but the vast majority of people love the fact that it's a conversation piece at the end of the day.
What surprised you most about directing?
Surprised me most? I don't know. I'm not sure if anything's surprise. I mean, it's not as daunting as a task as I thought it was going to be. I'd say that. I think as a director, I'm a best idea wins type of person. You know what I mean? I don't go in saying it's my way or the highway. So I think being able to pull from other people on set and giving and asking their thoughts and being able to figure it out that way as a team, I think that kind of made the weight on my shoulders a little bit lighter. So it wasn't as daunting a thing. But I love directing. I thought the surprise is how much I loved it. Like it wasn't in the plans for me. It wasn't like at the front of my mind of something I wanted to do, but to be able to direct, to be able to get that team, that group of people together, have Melissa Leo, an Academy Award winning actress, completely trust me and actually want me to tell her what to do and where to and how to, and to work with these kids that have never worked before and to shoot the hours we did and to make the film that we made. I think I just am surprised by how much I've fallen in love with directing.
That's really great. Well, since this is awards buzz, I'm always curious people I'm talking to. What have you seen recently? A film, TV show that's really, really sticking with you?
Um, a film or a TV show.
Or both? Anything?
Yeah, there was a film that I saw that is it's older now. I think it's maybe a year or two old, so it's past its time there, but it's called Strange Darling.
Oh yeah.
And I just saw it like maybe a month ago. Someone was saying, "Hey, you got to watch. Have you ever seen this movie Strange Darling?" I was like, "No, I haven't seen it." And I popped it on and I was like, "Okay, where's this thing going?" And like I think within the first 3 minutes, I was hooked. I was like, oh, this is very good. I love so many different elements of the film. So I would definitely say that. But I love all sorts of films. I loved Fantastic Four. I've loved, I love Sinners. So I'm all over the place with it.
I like the idea of A Strange Darling, The Knife double feature, but I think you have to start with The Knife
Yeah,
because,
yeah,
again, otherwise it's not like you need to recover from Strange Darling and The Knife is not
that's
the way to do that.
that's exactly right. Yeah, that's
So
right.
awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nam. You're taking some time. I really look forward to seeing what you do next. But for now, good luck with this film and hope everything works out great.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.